Good morning, Raiders. This is Ezron. Welcome to my Bastion. It is Monday, June 21st, and the Void Shard event just went live. And just in seeing some of the chatter on YouTube and Reddit, I think a lot of people were sort of surprised by this. We got some notice on or about the 19th from Plarium, and I just want to go through how I knew this so people aren't surprised in the future, and then talk a little bit about the event. So I play almost exclusively on Windows, and 2 days ago, so on or about the 19th during the Hernig Fusion, I got this through the Plarium Play client, in which they told you there was going to be a champion chase tournament that featured Void Shards in its rewards. So get ready, and they also told you about the Tag Team Arena. I don't know how many people play on mobile devices versus their Plarium Play client, but I would think if you do play on Plarium Play, switching to newsfeed view might help you see these sorts of things earlier so that you know that they're coming. I'll also make a bit of an effort to announce these sorts of things for everyone who does mobile device only. Now, actually looking at the tournament, it's kind of interesting. Given that we just had the Hernig Champion Training Tournament, I'm going to talk about how they compare and contrast in a second. We got this new one today, which is 7,500 points over 4 days in order to get a Void Shard. And as far as I can tell, Plarium is being straight with us from the fact is they don't normally make Void Shards the awards from tournaments. And also note here, if you finish top 3 in your tournament group, you can get some additional Void Shards. First place in every tournament group gets 2. And then checking out the global leaderboard, globally shards go down, or Void Shards go down to 6th place. Now, it's like 2 hours in and there's already someone at 12,000 points, so I can certainly say that I will not be going for global rewards. I think the goal I'm going to set for myself is simply finishing the 7,500 points in my guaranteed rewards, which seems very doable given that there's 4 days to do it. Now, here's what I find to be most interesting about the tournament itself is if you look, this screenshot right here is from the Hernig tournament, specifically the Hernig Champion Training Tournament for the Fusion. And then looking at this one, the reward levels are at the same points, except for the top reward in today's tournament is a Void Shard compared to an Epic Book. So I think if you're asking yourself, is this something I can do or I can accomplish, you should look at what you did for the Hernig tournament and gauge that for yourself. I know that personally I stopped short just after getting Odachi for Hernig because I wanted to get done with it. But I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to at least go for 7,500 points here and see how it works, just because Void Shards aren't rare. Sorry, are rare. And then I think the other thing to think about and put in the back of your head is, we just had the guaranteed Helior event where, 15 Sacreds got you Helior. A couple of months ago, we had the guaranteed Countess Lix event where it was 150 ancient shards to get a guaranteed Countess Lix. So I would not be surprised if in the future there is a guaranteed Void legendary event that's going to cost you on the order of 50 Void Shards if you want to get the guaranteed legendary. And just given Plarium's behavior with the last guaranteed event, I would expect it to be like the week after the ×2 voids. So, do a little bit of protecting yourself and your account resources and maybe not go wild for the next ×2 void or the next couple of ×2 voids in case the guaranteed Void legendary event follows them in the way that it did for Helior. So, I have no inside information here, and this is just me extrapolating from what Plarium has done in the past into what they might do in the future. It could be something very different. It could be something very similar. I just think that everyone should make an informed decision about resource uses on their account. So, to summarize, keep an eye on the Plarium Play client or some other announcements there for some other event types, and maybe you'll get a leg up on when these kinds of things happen in the future. So hopefully you all found this to be interesting and helpful. And if you did, please subscribe and like. It doesn't cost you anything, but it really helps me out in terms of making content. And then I will say, this is Ezron signing off. I'm going to go work on the tournament and getting my Void Shard. Best of luck to you all.